Good morning, everyone. I'm going to sit down and talk about motivation today and just how to stay motivated and do a little recap of last week. So today is my first day of undergraduate school. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's finally come. I know that it's just gonna fly by and I'm gonna be done in December. And I know that I have so many fantastic things coming. So I'm so excited to get started. My first class is here in about an hour. I'm actually going to head out to work first. I have a little short meeting there, then I'm heading to class. After class, I have a break before I go back into work. So I'm gonna sit down and talk with you guys because I'm so excited just to share how I'm feeling, share how I was feeling last week. I took a couple notes like in my phone just as things would pop in my head. So I have a list of things that I want to say, and I'm really just excited to talk with you guys. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Do something successful today. Make yourself productive today. Just really put a goal out there, even if it's something little like making sure that you get the right amount of food to nourish your body today, or drink enough water, or just anything. Give yourself a goal and really try to stick to it and just see how productive you can be. I've got my breakfast here. I have my eggs and my grapefruit, so that's going with me on my way because nothing like food on the go. So I'm about to head out and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Don't you think it's perfect and the feeling's right there when we're getting down, 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 down.
First class is done. I just got done with my personal finance class. I am an exercise science major, but I needed an extra class and I thought that finance, might be good. It would be something to benefit me that I could definitely use, in the future in my life now. So it seems like it's going to be a really interesting class. YouTube, watch out. You may get some finance lessons if I learn something useful that I want to share with you guys. So until then, I've got like 10 minutes until my next class. I'm actually sitting at a stoplight right now because I have to go to the complete opposite side of campus, which is going to be interesting. Hopefully I make it in time. I think I'm going to a nutrition class, so should be fun. I'm excited.
Maybe we can get hot, maybe it's a long shot. We should throw it back right now, now, now. Then in a little while I'll see you start to smile. Hey, you thought you forgot that you know how. Baby, I can help it, nobody else can put me up, but you got me up in flames. From our very first kiss to our very last wish, you'll be running through my veins. And I never want another. Come back to me, my lover.
What's up, everybody? I finally have some time to sit down and just talk. So I'm going to take advantage of it and share with you a little bit of how I'm feeling from this past week of my 3-week lean out and just some changes that I made. I've got my notes written out so that this way I won't ramble as much. Hopefully I can kind of get to the point and then the video is not too long. So basically I did make a couple changes this week. Instead of just doing like a guideline of what to eat, I did move over to a strict diet. So I have 6 meals a day. I know exactly what I'm eating for every meal. That way I kind of am following the rules a little bit more of what my coach wants me to do. Since I'm a macro counter, I just was used to doing things in a different way. So the strict diet just really helps me stay on track and, make sure that I'm getting everything that I need and eating all the right things. My carb days did change a little bit. So now I have a carb day on Fridays. I am only doing this for 2 more weeks, so finishing out this week and then next week will be my last week doing my little lean out. Unfortunately, the photo shoot that I had planned is canceled. I'm really bummed. It got moved to a later date, but I still am challenging myself to the 3 weeks of eating in this manner and doing this like strict diet and just seeing what my body can do in 3 weeks. So still sticking to it. Just because the photo shoot is canceled doesn't mean that I can't still challenge myself. Also not doing the plyos anymore. I switched over to interval cardio. which I'm supposed to be doing every day, but I'll be honest with you, I have been a little bit tired and I've still been weight training a lot, and so I haven't done cardio every single day. I do it most days. I probably took 2 days off last week, so I did it probably 5 times. I'm doing 45 minutes of intervals that mainly consists of the stair stepper, just because I actually really enjoy the stair stepper. So I've been doing about 30 minutes on there and then 15 minutes of intervals on the bike. Let's see what else. I think that's everything that I changed for the week. So this past week, I will admit that the strict diet is hard. I'm not used to it. It's something that's very, very different for me. Since I am used to tracking my macros, I usually have a large variety of foods that I eat, where this is, I'm eating the same thing every single day. And I thrive on variety. And I never realized that in the past necessarily, where now, since I'm eating the same thing every day, it's like, I'm not used to having the same flavors and eating the same thing. And so that was a big wake-up call for me this week, you know, knowing exactly what I'm going to eat and knowing that it's not changing. So that was hard. It's hard for me to do. And you know, I give people credit that go on these preps for bodybuilding shows that do the strict dieting, because I'm only like 2 weeks in and have been doing the strict diet for a week, and I'm already like, okay, I need something different. So it's going to be a challenge for me in January when I start an actual prep, but this is definitely a good kind of, can you do it? Can you even, am I going to be capable to do this for 16 weeks? And I think I am. I think that I'm a very motivated person, and when I have goals, I will stick to them. However, it's definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm realizing that, you know, through this week and through these past couple weeks, I'm realizing that it is going to be hard and that it's going to take a lot of dedication, and it's gonna be a big change for what I'm used to. Also, something that I realized is the day after a carb day sucks. It is not my favorite. I got so excited when I had a high carb day. I like ate everything I was supposed to. I was like loving it. And then the next day I was starving. And not literally starving, but I was really hungry, and I was like, okay, that carb day was fun, but now I'm freaking hungry and they're gone, you know, and I can't eat them as much. So that's a challenge, because it's like you get so excited, and I like built up that day and I was like, what am I gonna eat, you know, and it was awesome. And then the next day I was like, wow, I'm hungry again, which I actually haven't really been hungry thus far, you know, and then I hit that carb day, and the day after I was like, wow, I'm really hungry. So I have another carb day on Friday, which I have like a set meal since I'm doing the strict dieting. So Friday I have a high carb meal to do, which I will talk to you guys about in the next video whenever I hit Friday. It's through this week I realized that I went from being like really motivated to really unmotivated really quick. It would change. It would go back and forth. There was about like 4 times during a day where I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick to this. I've got it. Like, no worries. And then all of a sudden I'm going to be like, do I really want to eat like this? Do I really like, is it worth it? Am I like motivated enough to do it? So like my thoughts like were really back and forth all week. And I think it's just because this is so different for me that I'm kind of like, am I ready to change my ways, or can I change my ways? You know, and it's just a good indicator of, you know, really sticking to your guns on something, because with this, it's like, I'm trying not to cheat. I don't want, you know, I want to know that I did everything I could to see the results that I'm having, and I don't really want to leave anything up to chance, basically. I will say that I was supposed to originally have a high carb day on Sunday, and since my diet changed, I technically didn't get one until this coming Friday. However, on Sunday, I was hungry, and I decided that I personally needed to have those carbs in my diet, since I have been cutting them low for the past week or so. So on Sunday I did eat a few of like carbs, I guess, healthier carbs. I had some like multi-grain stuff, and I had a little bit of some oatmeal, and that's really about it. But my body just really needed that boost to like keep me going. So after I had that day, I was ready to get started again. I was ready to start my week, and I was really excited to see how I feel this week. And so far, it's been so good. Today was the first day of school, so, you know, it's like a lot of excitement. I'm like doing this lean out, and I've got school starting. I've got so many good things coming. So I could definitely say that seeing progress helps. I will show you guys a physique update at the end of this little talk. This is just within 1 week, and I have a little comparison of last week's physique update and this week so that you can see they are minor changes, nothing big, but the fact that I see changes in a week is just really cool, and that makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to stick to something, because when you see that something is working, you know, it gives you that little boost. It gives you that little motivation to keep going. So I can say, once I actually put those videos and I like saw the comparison, I was like, you know what, Britni, you've got 2 weeks and that's it. People do this for a lot longer. So I'm sticking to it. And we'll just see, you know, what happens. So this week was good. It had a lot of up and downs, this past week did, but overall it was good. I'm really excited. This is really fun for me, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it too. And if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to get in contact with me. I can definitely give you a little bit more in detail of what I'm doing if you have any questions about it. And that's about all. So here is my physique update.
And I never want another. Come back to me, my lover. I never want another. Bring back the summer. Throw it back right now, now. Then in a little while I'll see you start to smile. You thought you forgot.
Hey everybody, I just got back from the gym, and I figured this would be a good time to sit down and talk to you guys about motivation, because it's definitely been a key thing for me lately, not just with this lean out, but just in life in general. I've had a couple curveballs kind of thrown at me. And I've just really, you know, been thinking of why am I still motivated, or how am I staying motivated? And so I figured it would be a good thing to talk about and just share with all of you. So I looked up the definition of motivation, and it is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. So why do you behave a certain way? I like to think of it as how I behave to reach a goal, what I'm doing to reach a goal. I am very much a planner. I have things set. I like to know how I'm getting somewhere. I like to know the end game. I like to know what I'm working towards, and I've always been like that. I've always had my goal and known how I'm going to get there. And so sometimes when things go a little crazy and a curveball gets thrown at you, you know, all of a sudden there's this like wrench thrown in your plan, and maybe you aren't going to reach that goal as quickly, or maybe your goal changes. So I have written down right here, roll with change, roll with the punches, be accepting of change, because you aren't always going to know what's going to happen. You know, for example, I had an internship set up for this coming semester, and I was really excited about it. And all of a sudden, last minute, it fell through. So I had this whole plan, you know, of doing this internship, it potentially becoming a career for me. And then all of a sudden, it was gone, you know, and that plan was ruined. And at first, you know, I was like freaking out, and I was like, what am I going to do? I had this plan. I was going to do this internship. It was going to be perfect. Like, I don't know what to do. But from that failure, from that falling through, I have found a new internship, and it's actually more of what I'm interested in now. It's with someone here in Wilmington, and she focuses on personal training and online training, which is really what I'm interested in and what I want to learn more about. And I wouldn't have had this opportunity open up to me if the other opportunity hadn't fallen through. So just by, you know, something maybe not working out, something better came from that. like I was saying before my video cut out on me, I just had to accept that something didn't work out, and I had to reevaluate my plan, and in the long run I ended up finding something better. Another example that kind of threw me for a loophole recently was I took the personal training certification, the exercise physiologist exam, and going into it I was really nervous. I prepared for it, but I just wasn't really sure what to expect, and I didn't pass. And I was upset because I went in pretty confident and I felt like I knew what I was talking about, and then I got into the exam and it was a lot more clinical than I thought it was going to be, and so I was about 20 points from passing, which in the realm of things is really close, but I was expecting to walk out of there being a certified exercise physiologist, and I wasn't. And at first I was like, I'm not taking this exam again. Like, it's not what I want to do. It's not up my alley. And I was just upset. And then I really sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, this actually can be a good thing, because just because I didn't pass doesn't mean I need to discredit myself and think that I don't know what I'm doing and think that I don't have a good knowledge set, because I do. I just need to learn a couple things. There's a few things that I needed to study a little bit harder, and because of that I am more motivated now to go and pass that test. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to take my time with it. I'm not necessarily going to give myself a time frame on this goal. I'm going to sit down and learn the material better than I already know it, focus on a couple aspects, and retake the exam. And I'm sure next time that I'm going to ace it, because from that failure it motivated me more to work harder, because I know that I know what I'm talking about, and I know that I know what I'm doing, and I want to prove it to myself. And so instead of going and deciding to take another certification or another exam just because I think it's going to be easier, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work my butt off, and I'm going to pass the one that I failed. Because failure's not always a bad thing. Failure can push you. It can push you to work harder. It can push you to work towards a new goal, or even the same goal. My goal's not changing. I want to pass this exam, but now I just have to work a little bit harder for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. The satisfaction that I'm going to have is going to triple, because I know I worked hard for it, and I know that I put in time and effort, and then I'm going to reach that goal. So I just want you guys to realize that it's good to have a plan and it's good to have a goal, but it's also good to change things, and change can be good. So there's nothing wrong with having a goal, and there's nothing wrong with being motivated to work towards a goal, but when something doesn't work out or your plans have to change, don't lose motivation. Just keep going, keep working hard, and stay motivated towards a new goal, or maybe towards your old goal. Just always know that you're working towards something, and so just know that maybe something goes wrong and it could open an even better door. So I kind of want to know how you guys stay motivated, what you do, because it's always good to share. It's always good to share your thoughts. So let me know how you stay motivated. Let me know what goals you're working towards right now, and I'm gonna leave you guys at that. Have a good one.